We're going here. Gentlemen, there is a Mr. Adams here to see you. Mr. Adams, please see yourself in.
How's it going, Mr. Duggett? Nice to meet you. How you doing? Awesome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. How you guys doing?
Good. Doing good. You know, long weekend, Easter with the family.
Did you guys do anything fun?
Just grilled out at my great uncle's crib. It was pretty fun.
Just relax with family. Just take time to take a break.
Yeah, my family came into town this weekend. You guys ever heard of Machine Shed? That place is good. They got some good barbecue. So it's yeah, you guys should try it. It's we sat outside this weekend. It was so nice, you know.
This weekend, but
Maybe we want to get the family out and go get the boat out. You know, you guys been on the water yet?
Yeah, I've been out a couple times. I was killing the waves on the jet ski, and I haven't got the boat in the water yet, but I think that'll be a project for probably this weekend, maybe next weekend.
Yeah, it takes a little bit to de-winterize a boat, so.
Yeah.
But, no? It happens. How about you, man?
Not yet. I wait until it gets a little warmer.
I got you, yeah. So, actually, some of the cable parks around me are opening up, and this is actually what made me think of this product. So, what I have is, it's called a quick clip binding, so the reason I came up with it was because one day I was riding cable parks, and I fell, I had to take off the board, and I had to walk back and actually cut my foot on a sharp rock. And so my idea was to design this boot and binding combination that you can actually take your foot out and use it as a boot. So I have a little presentation of what are clip clip bindings. So it's 3D molded, 3D printed. It's a boot and binding combination. It's actually made from 75% recycled materials found in the ocean. It's seen in snowboard technology, but not yet in the world of wakeboarding. So I think this is a pretty revolutionary product, especially for the people that are, riding cable parks. So I'm sorry, do you have a question?
Yeah, is it the boot? It's like waterproof, right?
Yeah, completely.
I guess we'll see it now.
Yeah, so this next slide is I just wanted to show you guys how it worked. So this right here is the bottom of the boot, and this is the actual binding part that is actually secured to the board.
Yeah.
So how it works is you're going to take your foot and this front metal piece right here, you clip into the front, and then you just stomp down with your foot, and it's easy as that. And to get out of the board, there's a little button right here. You just pull it up, and you're out of the board. And then you're swimming free, walking to the shore, or walking back to the start, say if you're at a cable park. But also, you can be the first out for the day. You and your buddies, you're in the boat, everyone's trying to get their board out, get their boot on. You're sitting there like, I got my boots on already. Jump in the water, clip them on, there you go, you're ready to go.
So what is your emphasis with this product? Is it like efficiency or speed, or is it like safety?
So actually, it's designed to. So actually, my next slide is the technology in it. It's actually designed to be quick and efficient, like you said, for the rider.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's got technology in there. Well, here I'll talk about the boot real quick. So it's got a real base lacing system. So I know you snowboard. So you have the boots that you tighten and you have to cross.
Yeah, you
tighten
cross,
like that.
and so some of the newer ones have the turn. You push it down.
Yeah. So this one, you actually you put your foot straight in and you turn a knob, and that's it. And so it has this lacing system that's made of wires that is it puts even tension on your foot, so your foot is very secure to the boot, and then the boot obviously secures to the binding. So yeah, it's built with a 3D blend of high and medium density for comfort and stability.
Yeah.
You have any questions?
And you can just to loosen the boot. Say if you're in the water and the boot's like a little tight, you can just like pop the turn out, right, and then it loosens it a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm glad you asked that. It's actually one of the most convenient ways to tighten and loosen your boot's comfortability while you're on the water or while you're walking around or anything. Simple as you press it down and you can turn it left or right.
Yep. So how would the lacing system handle like wear and tear throughout the years that is like lacing and unlacing?
So it's built with some pretty good wiring that is meant to battle against erosion. So yeah, it's going to get wet. So when we were designing it, that was one of the things that we brought into factor, is that we put a special layer on it that causes it not to corrode.
What is the like longevity? What is the like lifetime for this product? How long does it last?
What kind of rider are you? Do you beat the shit out of your stuff?
Let's say I am. For the people that do beat the shit out of their stuff, what can this offer me?
This has a lifetime of about 5 years.
Okay.
So yeah, 5 years for a Rough Rider. Someone that takes care of their stuff, about 8 to 10 years. So actually, this is something that I really want to get into, because the footbed of the actual binding is designed with a 3-degree angle to provide more comfort for the rider. It actually puts more tension on the outside of the foot to get better balance and provide more control. So obviously an ollie, if you're doing an ollie up onto a ramp, it gives you more pop. So, you have any questions?
What's an alley?
An ollie is pop off the water.
Okay.
So you what they're using now? What does that look like compared to this? Like, what would your generic, normal binding, your normal binding system look like?
So
Without the boot, or this new binding we have?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So your regular boot and binding combination, they're molded together. So you can't take your foot out.
Oh, so the boots are on the board.
Yeah, a regular wakeboard has boots that are secured to the board at all times. This one,
These are boots that you put on and then
You can
go
strap
on board.
it.
exactly, it's like
Okay.
snowboard boots,
Yeah,
except it doesn't have the ratchets.
yeah. I like it.
So the benefits, obviously, allows the rider to clip in and clip out just as quick. The foot pads are designed with the incline to provide the comfort and reduce fatigue for all day being on the water. And obviously, when I was talking about walking around on the rocks when falling on a cable park, walking around freely in the boots.
Yeah, that seems to be pretty nice, as opposed to walking around bare feet,
Yeah.
even in a lake or anywhere.
So do you have any opinions on like a warranty kind of thing? So if people do mess up their boots or mess up their product, is there any kind of like idea for a warranty right now for us to like, get a replacement from you and send to them?
Yeah, so we actually do a 3-year warranty for just a couple of dollars when you go and buy it. So say we're selling it at your storefront or your online platform, there's always an option to check that box whether you want the warranty or not. Then you have to just call a number and register it. And if anything ever happens, call that number, we'll send you a free pair. So, cost to manufacture, a pair of bindings is $150. I was thinking we could sell it at $200. And a pair of boots is $250 to manufacture, and we could sell it at $300 to $350. So, our goal is to provide our consumer with a reliable, trustable brand of boots and bindings. And we're hoping to do that through Liquid Force, because I know you guys have such a good reputation in the world of wakeboarding.
Yeah. I think this is a good option for us to kind of have another option for our customers, a safer, more efficient option. I like it.
I agree. I like it. I like the custom boot, and the fact that you can take it out of the binding. I think that's a very good idea.
Alright, so I actually have just a little piece of paper right here. So it's got the binding, the boot, and the bottom of the boot, and obviously it's got all the sides that I got to copy for all you guys. And so, if you guys are looking to make a deal, I have some options right here that you guys can check. And I guess the more you buy, the cheaper it is.
And so this is the like binding and the boot.
Yeah, so it's a combination. So they come together. So what are you guys thinking?
I think probably the 200 pairs.
Yeah, I think
Be the
so.
cheapest, right?
Best
I'm
thing.
for about 200.
I guess I'm both.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Have a seat, guys. Thank you.
Sorry, Stephen.
First of all, Malik, my parents weren't even married until 67. Okay, so
Still on his head.
1970.
That's what I thought. Sorry.
Jason, what do you think about that presentation, man?
Like previous presentation, you answered everything along, but for me, to be somebody watching it from the outside, you connected with them, very personal, and it was very smooth transition right in, because you said, oh, you guys been out in the water, how's it going? Well, let me tell you about what I got, like you, right into it. And I sat and listened to it all. The only thing I saw is one of your board members had never been on the water, and you didn't even invite him. Like, be like, hey, I would really love the chance to take you out and show you my product.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
That right there, other than that, everything was a go for me, but that one item right there, and it's not a gig on you, just some extra, like, hey man, you've never met one. Let me be the person to let you have your first safe experience in my product. And then they probably would have bought 10 times as much. But other than that, knocked out the park, dude. Good job.
Thank you.
And to be fair to him, I'm pretty sure in the description he said like I experienced what I just totally forgot about it until now. So that's on my fault.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, it's kind of took back. It was like Vice President.
I totally
Was it Vice President? You never been on a boat?
Let's see. Josie, thoughts?
I really liked how you connected with them in the beginning, like Jason said, about the water first before transitioning into about your product. I liked how you informed them about like your own situation where you had like stepped on the rock and stuff, because it goes into like the need to like why they should be doing it. Overall, I just thought it was a good presentation. I feel like it covered all the aspects well. So.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. We can't talk about water products without hearing from Shark Boy himself, Jack Lomar. Thoughts?
I thought overall the connection part was really good, and something I highlighted that I thought that I liked about it was you said it was made from recycled materials. I felt like everyone can connect with that because everyone likes being earth friendly. But when it came to the help the prospect buy, I felt like that was kind of just dropped on the table a little bit.
Yeah. How do you mean though? I mean like.
I feel like it just kind of came.
Yeah, like dropping a plate of food on somebody. Like like here's the options. Tell me what you want. Yeah, ideally, Austin, what you want for that. He's right. What you want is you want to be able to like say, listen, I'm thinking about your position here, and what I really suggest for you is this. And the reason why I think that is, in other words, give yourself an opportunity to like show that you're adding some value to this whole process, because it's going to be tough for them when you hit them with a bunch of options. It's going to be tough for them to decide. But I mean, you want to show them, hey, listen, I've done this kind of thing before. What I would suggest for you is this course of action. It's nothing wrong with that, and they can say no if they want to. But Jack's totally right about that. Well spotted, man. Thank you, Maddie Johnson.
I thought overall it was really good, and I really liked how you told the personal story.
Yeah.
And I thought you answered the questions really well too.
Yeah. That was actually a couple of times that you did pretty well with that personal story thing. The first was at the beginning when you were just talking about Machine Shed. Matter of fact, I thought you could have extended that. I mean, in other words, if you say, don't just say they have great barbecue. Tell them a story about how you went there to get some barbecue and how this barbecue showed up, and you were like, dude, this is the shiznit. I guess people don't say shiznit anymore, but yeah. I guess they just say, what do you say? Beat the shit out of your stuff.
Yeah, kind of slipped out.
Just the imagery of beating the shit out of my stuff, which is funny to me, for obvious reasons. But yeah, that was good. And the second time was when you were talking about like being on the water and being able to be the first person out there, just because or first person off the water, just because you have this easy to use gear, and I think that's great. If you just extended them a little bit more, I think that'd be even better. One thing to help you just in the future is that I said it to other people, Austin. Where when people ask you those those objection type questions, don't feel as if you have to answer them right away. Right. In other words, you could just let there be a good 7-8 seconds of silence before you begin to answer them, or phrase the question back to them in your own words, just to make sure that they're asking the right thing. Because when it comes to reasons why someone might not buy or won't want to buy, you don't want to screw that up, man. You don't want to just speak to something different, because that could be the sale right there. So when it comes down to an objection type question, make sure that they know that you're thinking about this. And silence is a very powerful tool, man. If you just take 7 or 8 seconds and just let there be silence, and just while you think about this, and then direct a response, they're going to take it a lot more seriously. It's going to take a lot more. Just something I had to learn. Took me years to learn. I'm trying to tell you guys when you're young. All right, great job, man. Great job, everybody. Thank you. All right. All right. I just said, wait a minute. I got to stop the video. I got to stop this video.